Welcome you to Spike Vanoy Field, the home of the two-time defending state champion Cody Bronx. Their season opener tonight, they're obviously hyped. They're two-time defending state champions. They've won 16 in a row. This is brand new turf that they haven't played on, so I'm going to turn you up like that. Maybe you can hear me good there. Both sheets with me. And I guess excitement couldn't be higher if you're a Cody Bronx here tonight as you open up this football season.
Yeah, coming into the game on a streak like they are, they're playing well. You know, watch them on film. They're at mid-season form already. So it's going to be fun to kind of see as the game unfolds, just kind of watch them live here.
106 kids out for football in Cody, 23 seniors, of which 6 or 7 of them got to play as all-staters last year, and a lot of them were backups, but they got to play against the state champion football team, and so they're going to be game ready, and it's going to be a monumental task again tonight for the Wolverines. And unfortunately, I mean, you look at the two sides right now, and you're waiting, you're like, well, when does Riverton send the linemen out if you look at the field? Well, they're out there. There's not many kids suited up for Riverton as 2 or 3 more injury took our kids out. And it's just going to be a Herculean task for the Wolverines tonight as they take on the Cody Bronx.
It will. I mean, you're looking at a program in Cody that just numbers and athleticism and excitement. And for our guys, they've got to kind of get healthy through this tough stretch of games and kind of make it through, working on the things they can work on, stay competitive, and again, kind of compete here.
You know, I don't want to come out and wave the white flag and say let's not even play this. I mean, stranger things have happened. It's a football game, crazy things, but it almost, you're like, just stay healthy tonight, if anything else, if you're Riverton, and then maybe give yourself a chance to compete next week against the Red Devils.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, and you do the things individually. You still can only play 11. You may have 110 guys waiting on the sideline, but still only 11 can play at a time. So I think I'm excited for our guys. I think they're excited too. But again, Cody's a very good program. They have a good team this year, and it is a big task.
It is a big task. The two-time defending state champion Cody Bronx and your Riverton Wolverines. Coming up on the pregame show, let's talk about a little bit of football around the state. And I'm going to say, you were talking about someone standing on the sidelines. Standing down here on the 20-yard line right now is Craig Bohl, University of Wyoming head football coach. And he's here to watch number 2, basically. That is Luke Talich, the quarterback of the Cody Bronx. But on the other side, Troy talks about it in his pregame interview. You got a number 3 on this side that maybe wants to prove himself to a Division I head coach like that as well. So Craig Bohl is here. Notre Dame has apparently extended an offer to Luke in the preferred walk-on status. So pressure could be on. See what happens under the lights.
Well, nothing's bigger than in the state of Wyoming than having Coach Bohl come watch, and so it should add some extra motivation for all the kids. It's fun to play and kind of either prove him right that he came to watch you, or if you're one of the other kids, say, hey, he should be watching me too. So that's pretty neat to have him here.
We're going to take a look at your Wolverine weekend on the other side of this timeout. This is Wolverine football. This is 105.1 Jack FM, streaming live on your County 10 YouTube station, and we'll be back right after we take this timeout. Your Wolverine weekend is next.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
Weekend at RHS. Cody is the place to be for Wolverine athletes. Football, volleyball, and swimmers all competing here in Park County this weekend. The Wolverine volleyball team enters their second week with a new head coach, Kim Davis. She was most recently an assistant at Chadron State University, but also coached varsity volleyball for 12 years at Wheatland, making the state title game 8 times and winning it 4. For the senior class and Ava Crowley, Coach Davis is their third coach in 4 years of volleyball at Riverton. She likes the direction the team is going.
Actually pretty well. You can tell she has a handle on things and that she really knows what she's doing. We haven't done a lot of running, but we for sure do get hard conditioning in doing our drills, so at least we get the practice and conditioning in.
Just talked with her about the injury situation, and it seems like you guys are going to be a young squad, so you as a leader, as a senior, may have to step up.
It's very difficult having 2 of our seniors gone, but they'll be back, and they're on the bench cheering us on too, so at least they're there.
Wolverine volleyball is here in Cody at the Border Wars. Cross country ran in Casper last weekend. Caden Chatfield won the K-Dub invite up on Casper Mountain. After a summer of hard work, it was pleasing for the junior to get a big win.
Probably the best field that I brought the win home for that one. I was a little nervous, to be honest, because it's been a little bit of a roller coaster over the summer, but I could tell that it all just came together.
What's the next achievement for you? Obviously winning more meets, but time-wise, things like that?
Yeah, time-wise, I'd like to probably break into the 15 minutes. Pre-state's in about 2 weeks. I hope to capitalize there because it's pretty much against the whole state there, and that'll be a fun race then. Wolverine
runners are in Buffalo today. If you follow Riverton golf, you know the name Parker Paxton, 2-time state champion. Even though he's a junior, he's in the process of choosing a place to play at the next level.
We're still in the courting process. I just got back from a visit to University of Colorado this last weekend, and I really liked it. I have another official visit lined up to University of South Carolina, but as of right now, it's down to those 2. So looking forward to see which one comes out on top.
Paxton and the rest of the Wolverines are hosting the second day of an invite at the Riverton Country Club today. It's also a night to honor the senior golfers. Elsewhere in the land of Big Red, RHS swimmers were in Cody's pool last night. They'll head to Green River tomorrow. I caught up with Coach Chad Fallon, and he looked back at the first weekend in the pool at Lander last weekend.
The girls, first of all, in practice have met all the goals that I've had for practice and have pushed where I want them to be. So when we put them in the water and actually got to see them compete, they went out and fought. There was no, swimming against big teams and fast girls. There was no just acquiescing to, they're faster than me. I watched these girls fight for their position, and fight for their time. So that was really cool. And being this early in the season, the first meet, that really bodes well for what's going to happen the rest of the time. And I've been really pumped about what they've done in practice, just in their effort. Their effort has it's been great. And again, this early in the season, it's going to go far.
This has been your Wolverine weekend. Get out and support Big Red whenever you can. We'll take a look at some results as the football broadcast goes on. I'll be back with Cody coach Matt McFadden right after this. This is Wolverine football on Jack FM, a County 10 station streaming on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Back at Spike Vinoy Field, and I said in the last break we were going to talk with Coach Matt McFadden. We'll do that here in a minute. First, we're going to take a look at what's, I guess, around the state in some high school football. And, of course, last week, Riverton taking on Powell. Cody took on Douglas, and Newcastle in a controlled scrimmage, if you will. Some other notes from last week. Former Jackson coach David Joyce in Teton, Idaho beat Jackson and new head coach David White 32-14. So nothing like taking on your old school at your new school for Coach Joyce there. Star Valley beat Shelley, Idaho. Shelley, Idaho is the Russets, by the way, in case you didn't know the mascot there.
Right.
It was on that ugly blue turf at Boise.
Oh, my God.
They won 21-7. They were down 7-0 at half, scored 21 unanswered in the second half. They kind of went through the air. Had to do it with a backup quarterback.
Really?
As well, did Star Valley, but they got that win. 3A games this week. Douglas is at Jackson. It's the 3 of the first 4 Jackson opponents are Idaho opponents. Lander is at Green River. Number 4 Powell is at Worland. Newcastle is at Buffalo. Rollins is at Pinedale. Star Valley will host Preston, Idaho tonight at 7 o'clock. And let's get up to date with some county scores. Jared Anderson back at the Jack FM studios getting us up to date.
All right, guys, thanks very much. Week 1 of the Fremont County high school football season opened up last night when River and Shoshone both in action. Cougars would start the season 1-0 with a road win at Saratoga, 46-14. The defending champion Shoshone Wranglers lost to the only team that beat them last year, Pine Bluffs, 34-26. St. Stephen's played Lingle Fort Laramie earlier this afternoon. They were blanked 70-0. Wyoming Indian currently in action at Guernsey Sunrise. We'll keep you up to date with some county scores and some other games across the state going on. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jared Anderson back at Jack FM Control. Lyman, longest winning streak in the state at 20 games. They beat Malad, Idaho, but it was 0 weeks, so does that count against the streak? It depends on who you ask.
Right.
This opponent you've got tonight is the Cody Bronx. They've won 16 in a row, 3 shy of a school record win streak. Riverton had won 26 in a row at one point from 97 to 99. Lost the season opener in 2000, and I want to say it was to Powell or Cody. I can't remember. I didn't go back and look at that. And then one other note in the football ranks that's kind of weird is that Hewlett will be playing DuBois for the 3rd straight time. They played him to end the regular season last year, played him in the quarterfinals. Their season was over when they lost, and then here they play DuBois again, first round today, first game today, tomorrow actually. And they'll play that at 10 sleep. So 3 times in a row, the Hewlett Red Devils going to take on the DuBois Rams, an anomaly there that hasn't happened, I think, since, 2004 or something like that. But
yeah, you're definitely very familiar with their opponent at that point.
Yeah, some crazy anomalies in that. And once again, I'm not sure if we showed him earlier, but down on the sidelines is one Craig Bowl from the University of Wyoming. His team will have their hands full tomorrow when they take on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. And there's Craig Bowl in the middle of your screen. If you're watching this on the county YouTube screen there on the right-hand side, his team taking on Tulsa. He's here to watch Lucas Talich, the stud quarterback from the Cody Bronx. And he's also going to see what else he can see. Obviously, take any Wyoming kid that you can get if you feel that they can play at that level.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's very exciting to have him here, and everybody's a Cowboys fan, so we definitely welcome Coach Bull here.
We'll hope for a little better showing. I'll go talk to him at halftime. No,
bet.
I'm kidding. Hopefully they can perform a little better against Tulsa tomorrow at War Memorial Stadium. This has been your Around the State in high school football. Thanks to Jared Anderson back at the radio control for the update. When we come back, then it's Matt McFadden, your head coach of the Cody Bronx, as we are on the Porters pregame show here from Spike Vanoy Field. This is 105.1 Jack FM, streaming live on the County 10 YouTube channel. We'll be back with Coach McFadden after this.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Pregame, tailgating with head coach Matt McFadden of the Cody Broncs. And I guess, Coach, your thoughts on how your 0-week scrimmage went and got to knock a little rust off in your grade and how you thought things did there.
I was pleased with the scrimmage. We had a 2-hour lightning delay, to sit in the locker room. But I thought the kids, when they came out, it was really scripted, heavily scripted. Those scrimmages are the way we set it up. We want to see certain plays and certain players, and we kind of threw it all at them. And I was pleased with the way they executed. Pretty clean game for a 0-week scrimmage, and I thought we tackled pretty well for a 0-week scrimmage too. So overall, I was really happy. There's plenty to work on, but that's what these early season games are for.
Expectations obviously high, winning 2 titles in a row, 16 or 17 or whatever it is in a row. You have 106 kids out here. How do you temper that, and how do you use that to your advantage?
Yeah, we think expectations are a good thing, and they are. But this group is really grounded, and they're led by our seniors. They've had a lot of experience, and although they've had some success, they want it, and they want it for their senior year. So they put the work in. I think high expectations and a higher bar is never a good thing. It's never a bad thing. You just have to have the work ethic and to be able to do it. So,
with that said, it's almost the same question for Troy as it is for you. You're heavy underdogs on one side, you're heavy favorites on the other side. How do you approach that going into your side tonight?
I just think, we look at it as it's about us just getting better. These games really don't mean anything. They don't count for conference. They don't count for any of that. It's just about each team trying to improve on what they need to do at that particular time of the season. And we got a lot of improvement we need to do, and that's really all we're looking for in this game.
A lot of focus on 6 returning All-Staters for you, but you have 23 seniors, and there's some pretty good kids that maybe don't have that All-State asterisk beside their name that are pretty darn good, if you talk about your team a little bit.
Yeah, there's with the senior class this big, and we had a big one last year too. A lot of these kids have kind of waited in the wings and played a lot of JV last year, and they're just waiting for their opportunity to shine as a senior. And there's some really good players that I'm excited to see what they do when it's their time to shine.
Injuries hopefully staying away. I know some sickness when you get all the kids back together to go back to school. Everybody's doing healthy and staying all right?
Yeah, we got a little sickness, but nothing too major. And knock on wood, we're pretty healthy.
I'm going to say under the lights on a Friday night, a lot of that gets probably forgotten.
Yeah, it's suddenly healed.
Anything else, Coach?
No, just excited. It's a beautiful night out here, and brand new turf field, and just excited to get going and play a full game.
I appreciate everything you've done to help us prep, and good luck tonight and the rest of the season.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You bet. Head coach Matt McFadden. Stay with us. We'll talk with head coach Troy Anderson of the Riverton Wolverines as our Porter's pregame tailgate show continues. This is Wolverine football on 105.1 Jack FM and streaming live on the County 10 YouTube channel. Left. They don't have any.
Ensuring you never forget your best memories, but also protecting your future adventures. Tyler Watson and State Farm is a proud supporter of the current and future Riverton Wolverine.
Wide right, McGuffey back to pass, shows the ball, throws again, looking in the end zone is DeVries. Touchdown, baby!
Find us on our website at ensuringriverton.com or stop by our office at 618 East Washington Avenue to discuss protecting your future. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's Pregame Show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are happy to introduce their newest provider, psychiatrist Dr. John Bates. Born and raised in Eastern Oregon, Dr. Bates spent 4 years in the Marines, became a registered nurse, and then on to medical school with his residency in psychiatry. He's been in private practice since 2006. Dr. Bates is now accepting new patients. Call to schedule your appointment with the Lander Medical Clinic East at 332-1551 or visit the website at landermedicalclinic.com.
Campbell's of Lander offers unbeatable value and unbeatable selection. Campbell's is committed to bringing you the top name brand furniture, mattresses, appliances, all at extremely low prices. From the sale to delivery to installation and service, their goal is to meet and exceed all customer needs. Plus, work with you to find a product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Stop in today and browse all of the new inventory that has recently become available. Campbell's, turn around, shop in town. 420 Main Street, Lander.
On Jack FM, getting ready for the Wolverines and the back-to-back state champ, #1 ranked Cody Bronx. And before we get to that, Coach, I just wanted to, I guess, get your grading report and things on what you saw last week in the 0 week against Powell.
End of the day, right, the scoreboard and the yardage are things that are undeniable. I would say this, there was a moment, and it was a pretty fleeting moment there in the, I think, mid-second quarter where we had just gotten a ball. We were in 13-23, I think, and we had a ball, and we were in their half. And, it's one of those things, kind of like how that drive went last year. I think on the cup half full side of things, we took that optimism and moved it forward against Powell. And I think, we shot ourselves in the foot of plenty with some fundamental lapses. But we took and moved that forward probably another 10 to 11 minutes up there, regardless of the score of the comparatives. What I've been telling the boys this week, we equaled our sack total of last year in a single game. So defensively, that makes me, hopeful. Offensively, we've got to clean some stuff up. The other thing I've kind of learned, and we had a pretty good summer, and maybe not enough of overall volume summer, but the dudes that lift in the summer, they're not on the sidelines, and the Jackson Hill thing, that's just a fluke thing. That happens in football, but generally speaking, the little things that are soft tissue type things, those are not happening to dudes that had great summers.
Looks like we're going to be a little bit lighter this week, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're going to be a smidge lighter. There's some stuff going around, which is the first weeks of school.
Get the herd back together, right?
Yeah, we're getting the herd, I guess, immunity, if you want to call it that. The strep throat, I know, is going around. Some fevers and stuff. I'll tell you this, we restructured practice a little bit. We've been going on more of a frequency thing. We're still doing frequency over volume, which was vice versa last year. They've responded well. We've repositioned them. I mean, that's a young kid that's just into his first couple weeks of high school, even though he's a junior, senior, or sophomore. And we're asking a lot of them out here when we get shallow. And so they've responded well. We've dialed it in such a way that we can send the youngest guys home on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we keep all the coaches and all the ones and twos here, and we do team session. I thought that was really nice the last 2 nights.
So as I started out this, taking on the juggernaut that is Cody, and you got to have the goal to go win the thing, but you got to have some subsets and stuff in there and things like that. What are you looking for here in this game against the Bronx tonight?
I think, from an offensive standpoint, we just want to be consistent. We want to be able to sustain some drives. That wasn't a thing last week. We suffered a bit offensively last week. We didn't turn the ball over. We didn't penalize ourselves like has been a little bit historic for us in the last handful of years. We just can sustain something. We had, just a variety of miscues. Defensively, we want to expand on what we have. We've got our goal board up in the locker room. We put it up in a pretty distinct manner, and so they're going to have a visual representation, everything. And I think we just want to progress it. The Brant mentioned it the other night, and I kind of iterated it on Wednesday at lunch with the leaders, and again last night. This is a great opportunity. It's about all you can ask for. You're going against a 2-time defending state champ. I was thinking today, not too many years ago, from at least me and you, that was Riverton.
Yep.
And somebody had to beat Riverton, and somebody has to beat Cody. And so it's an opportunity for these guys that are out here that are, the ones and twos that may have ambitions for the next tier. Then, gosh, what a great opportunity to play against the Division I talent that is Luke Talich. That's awesome to get on that tape against him and just see who you are.
Let's stay healthy, first of all.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you when it's over.
Awesome. Talk to you soon.
You bet. It's head coach Troy Anderson. Stay with us. We'll come back. We'll get this one kicked off. It's the #1 Cody Bronx taking on your Riverton Wolverines. That's next here on Jack FM and County 10 on the YouTube channel.
Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires. Tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete.
National anthem has been played as we look at a sun-drenched Cody Field. Temperature has cooled off dramatically. Now there you look at the Cody Bronx if you're watching this on the County 10 YouTube. And you see Grayson Boudry, number 4, kind of leading the charge for that team out there. 106 football players out here for football at Cody High School.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type of program you want. You know, where you have 20-some seniors every year, and they're replacing each other, and they have to play JV and wait their turn. And then when they're seniors, they put in their time, and then it's their turn. I mean, that's kind of the way you draw it up for a program. And, you know, they put the work in, and they're kind of seeing the rewards of it.
Yeah, they certainly are. And uncommon is their theme, a Tony Dungy thing. And Coach McFadden talked about that. And here they are getting ready to come out of the chutes, so to speak, the Bronx. And on the other side, not many Wolverines made the trip. There are not very many varsity Wolverines out there, but even more so, not a lot made the trip as you see them heading towards their sidelines right now. Cody will get the football to start this ball game as they go right to left as we look at Spike Van Noy Field. I'm John Gabrielson alongside Bo Sheets. Thanks to Clay Sheets and Raylyn Mong for our cameras. Thomas Dent III is on the technical directing here today as the crowd, a stellar crowd, as you might expect, roaring as their Bronx come out of the gates to get this season started and a chance to three-peat, which three-peats are not that common, but it seems like in 3A they've been common. Worland has done it, Riverton has done it, Powell has done it, Jackson is in that mix, and now Cody working on a three-peat here this year as well.
Yeah, again, it's just a credit to their program. Like you said, those teams that you've talked about, you know, you don't really talk dynasty for high school sports, but it's right there with being a powerhouse every year.
Porter's Supply Company in Riverton, proud sponsor of Riverton High School football this season, wants to remind you the beautiful weather we've had isn't going to last forever. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home with a wood, gas, or pellet stove this winter. That's Porter's on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com, a sponsor of the Tailgate pregame show here on Jack FM. You see that in your lower left-hand corner, the Porter's Tailgate Show, as we get ready to start things off. Wolverines dressed in their road white uniforms, the cardinal numbers and the black helmets with the R paw on the one side, their number on the other side. And a freshman, Mr. Hunter Saltzgaver, will get things started as he'll put the toe to it. And the Wolverines will be kicking left to right. On the other side of the docket, a sophomore, Graydon McCartan, will drop back along with Trey Thomason. He is a 6'1 senior. They got 4 of them back there right now, so sending back even deeper is Remy Broussard on one side, and then the ever-dangerous Matt Nelson on the other side. Matt Nelson, Broussard and Nelson, both All-Staters 10 All-Staters back in Wyoming high school 3A football. 6 of them are Cody Bronx.
That's not bad to have 6 on your team coming back out of the 10. That's pretty impressive.
And 2 of them are back deep to receive this kick right now from Saltzgaver. Almost too warm of night here today. It was brutal for that Froshmore game down there on the field as we are underway. And that kick will be fielded by Broussard at the 1-yard line, and he'll take it across the 20, and he'll be first hit by the Wolverines' Branson Saltzgaver. He'll power his way across to about the 27-yard line, and that is where they will start 1st and 10. Good job by Branson on special teams to get down there and make the first hit.
That's a good tackle and a great kick. I mean, when you get it to the 1, it's about as far back as you can get them without it being a touchback, and tackle them at the 20. Well, what are we at, the 28 or so?
About the 28 is where they end up marking it, yeah.
Yeah, this double wing will be interesting. You know, they kind of have a spread version of the double wing. A lot of motion. Every one of their backs can run, and so very dangerous. The keys are staying home for everybody on the defense.
So your first look at Luke Talich, 6'3" senior out of the shotgun. Sends Nelson in motion. He'll pitch it to Nelson to the near side. He will get across the 30, and he'll scoot through a tackle and breaks it into the secondary, then trips and falls down at the 44-yard line, or he might have been gone on play number 1.
Yeah, the Wolverines did a good job stringing it out there. It's just we didn't have flow to the ball to make the tackle when he got to the sideline.
Goes as a 26-yard run on first down for Nelson, and a first down trap play back across to Nelson as Xavier Garcia, actually Tyree Harris Aragon making the tackle, and have to give him some credit. He was all over the place last week. We didn't have his number and thought he was somebody else, so Tyree, we apologize to you on that one. Talich steps back to pass. He's going to throw it complete out to Radakovich, and he's going to get it down to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, 6'6" Radakovich out there is a big target for him. Pretty nice to have somebody that big on the outside for him.
10-yard pitch and catch, and another first down for the Bronx, moving right down the field. Talich has all afternoon to throw. The fade, and the corner is out and too far for Wilkins Radakovich, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, they set him up with the hitch on that, completed it, and they went hitch and go. We bid on it. It's a good thing 6'6" is not that fast, or else he would have had a touchdown on that.
Lucas Talich, a 6'4" senior, 190 pounds. And second man through, carrying that football is Remy Broussard, and he'll go for 9, maybe close to 10 for Remy. Remy's an all-stater as well. Gabrielson on the stop, according to third down and a yard. Talich to Schroeder, his first carry. He will power down to the 10, and the Wolverines will gather him in there, but not before Schroeder goes 8 yards on his first carry. And Jack, another all-stater for this football team from Cody.
Yeah, they're going to pressure you with their hurry up. I mean, they're getting right into it, double wing with all that motion, and then being able to get on bodies with their line. They're really good at making you work for it.
Pitch outside. Schroeder will take it into the end zone, and he will score and punishes a Wolverine as he does so from 10 yards out. And the Cody Bronx take it down the field and score from their own 28-yard line on the opening drive of the game.
Yeah, assignment football is huge for both teams. And again, Cody's showing why they're so solid. Their linemen are super athletic. They're able to get out. They're pulling somebody on every play. Lots of motion. Assignments are tough tonight.
Matt Nelson will cue up the PAT. Kick is on the way out of the hold of Eli Pryor, and it is true. 10-16 remains first quarter, 7-0 Bronx. And we will take a quick break and be back for the kickoff after this. This is 105.1 Jack FM, streaming live on YouTube.
time to welcome Sutherland's Home and Garden Fall Catalog. It's full of hundreds of deals to help you save, including special fall buys, ideas, how-tos, and more. Win big. Sign up in-store for your chance to win a $5,000 Sutherland's shopping spree. See store for details. Get up to 24 months special financing with your Sutherland's credit card. See store for details. Sutherland's Fall Catalog is full of can't-miss deals. Stop by the store and pick one up today, or check it out online at Sutherlands.com. Sutherland's, your fall home improvement store.
Matt Nelson will get ready to kick it away. Cody scoring on 7 plays. They win 1:44, going 72 yards and a touchdown. And they lead 7-0 on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 10:16 left. Nelson puts it on the tee at the 40. Payne and Sheets back deep to receive, standing at their own 2-yard line. And as you pointed out, Bo, Payne absent from the pregame warm-ups. And Sheets will field it at the 4. Taking it up the near side, escapes one tackle, has the sidelines, and will bring it out to about the 22-yard line. Good strong run by Ty. Evading that first tackle is always key when you get a return, and he'll take it out to the 22-yard line maybe. I see where they're marked it at.
Yeah, not bad. Again, 47 flew down there, and he did a good job making him miss. It's kind of on the return man to make at least one miss and then counter blockers. So not a bad start for him.
The market at the 20 officially, and that is where the Wolverines will start. And it's going to be imperative to maintain some first downs, if nothing else, in this ballgame. I mean, obviously scoring, but it starts with first downs first as Derek DeVries comes in under center. The junior QB hands it off to Payne, and he's got nowhere to run as he'll run into a Cody team picture down there.
Yeah, and their defense is similar to ours. You know, they run that 3-5 cover 3 most of the time. It's going to be very similar to ours. Again, just kind of comes down to execution there. They're in the backfield pretty quickly.
Loss of 3, Jackson Schroeder in there to make the tackle. Schroeder defensively last year is the top returning rusher on the team, and he did so with 633 yards rushing, carried 97 times and scored 9 times, and this play is going to stop before it starts. Yep. And it'll be a 5-yard defensive encroachment penalty on the Cody Bronx. First penalty of the night.
And that's a good sign. You know, our guys staying in there, getting them jump off sides. You know, Cody's amped up, show what they got. Good patience for our guys.
7-0 our score, 9:27 and counting.
Looks like we're going to use tight end a little bit more this week. Saltzgaber's in there quite a bit more than he was last week.
Well, we have a number change as well out there tonight as they'll send a man in motion. Derek under center. Actually, he's going to go back to take the shotgun snap. Carries it himself, gets to the outside, gets to the 25 and slips at the 28-yard line. Positive yards, though. Not a bad block out there by Nick McIntosh.
That was a good positive play. Again, he either slipped or saw the missile of Talich coming to take his head off, so he wisely got down, I think. Comes
out here to the outside, and yeah, Talich was going to lay some wood on him at the 30 on the replay, as you said, Bo. Goes as a 10-yard carry, though, but it's still going to bring up third down for the Wolverines.
Again, a great start here. I mean, third and manageable. It's what you kind of draw up. It's nothing more than you can ask for.
Yeah, third and about 3. 3 wideouts in this scene right now as Sheets. They'll fake it to him. DeVries trying to get to the outside. Will power his way back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like more yards than that, but ends up actually being no gain, and the Wolverines are going to have to punt it away.
Nathan Mills with the great block on his guy there. Is fun to see our guys fighting. Even when the play's going the other way, he sticks on his guy and wins his single block there. It's gonna be imperative that we do that a lot tonight, just on an individual basis.
DeVries, by and large, punted very well last week, although too many times by a Wolverine fan's estimation, but he did punt very well as Nelson is back at his own 39-yard line. Good snap, good kick away. Nelson will watch it bounce at the 35. This one's going to roll deep. Vincent's going to watch it roll out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Wow, great punt.
Yeah, great flip of the field. That's a 61-yard punt with no return for Derek DeVries on the Wolverines' first possession, but unfortunately it comes up empty. and they'll go back out on defense.
Well, and that was similar to last week. Derek had quite a few of those punts that were the in-betweeners to where they're taking a bounce. I don't know if he's practiced that or if he's just lucky. But that was great. That took a bounce, went right over his head, and rolled right down to the 11.
You know, I'm going to have to correct myself. That run by DeVries was only 5 yards because that penalty had moved it 5 yards forward. So give ourselves a total of 2 yards of offense for the Wolverines right now. So
yeah, not a bad first possession, though. I mean, get some positive yards and then make him kind of flip the field here.
So Talich now out of the gun, sends Nelson in motion, hands it off to Grayson Boudry, and he will power his way across the 20 out to the 22. Vincent Gabrielson also making a play in there was Jackson Larson, but that's going to go for an 11-yard run by Boudry. Long line of athletes with that Boudry name here as Gabrielson makes an open field tackle at the 42 on Larson.
Yeah, quick RPO on that. Sees us playing off, goes right to the receiver. It's a good read by Cody on that.
20-yard completion out now to the 42-yard line. Talich keeps himself, goes straight up the middle, runs into Vincent at midfield, and he's going to carry Vincent across to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, it's tough when the third or fourth option is Talich running right up the middle.
Yeah, and carries your two leading tacklers from a year ago clear across midfield. Wow, tough block, and that ball's going to be caught across the top by Radakovich. He'll take it down to the 29-yard line.
DBs did a good job on that. They were looking for a wheel route to 27 there. They stayed deep, and so they had to check it down. Again, unfortunately, you got a 6'6" receiver that can go up and get it on that.
It's a heck of a block by the backfield Boudry, who gets the carry now, and he's going to carry it across to the 24-yard line. Gain of 5. Tyree Harris will throw a quick out to the outside to Jacob Ball. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds at the 18 by Ty Sheets. It's going to be a very close shot to a first down.
They're going to give it to him, yep. The impressive part is Cody's obviously in great shape. They're in their hurry up here. Their linemen are very athletic. They can run. Again, pretty impressive start.
Talich going to step up to throw. He'll throw one to the knees of a Radakovich, sliding down at the 6-yard line, a 12-yard catch. Talich 5 out of 6 now for 67 yards. Radakovich 3 of those catches for 42 yards. And straight up the middle goes Jack Schroeder from a 6-yard carry and his second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, surgical. Every play on that drive was again executed to perfection for Cody. They put the work in. They're doing things right.
March down the field and score. Took all of a minute 49, and they did so from their own 11-yard line, as that PAT by Nelson is it's a different kicker out there. Looked like Trey Thomason kicks that one. 5:37 left on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. First quarter, Cody 14, Riverton nothing. Back in half a minute. This is 105.1 Jack FM, streaming live on County 10 and the County 10 YouTube channel.
Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
Took a minute 49 seconds to go 89 yards after the great punt by DeVries. And as you said, Bo, I think the word you used, was it surgical or methodical?
Surgical. I mean, the scalpels are out, the deep cuts. very good drive for Cody.
High, short kick. Payne's going to field this one at the 9-yard line. Takes it to the outside, cuts it back up the middle, and then he'll be swarmed under at the 18-yard line.
Cody's got great team speed. Again, you're not going to be able to cut it back too much against this team tonight.
5:29 remains. First quarter on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 14-0 Cody out in front. Wolverines will start this one at their own 19-yard line now. Actually 20, so back-to-back possessions at the 20-yard line for Riverton.
Have to put some sustained plays together, get a couple drives, get some first downs. The whole one play at a time mentality is literally there tonight.
Schroeder's showing a little blitz on the near side. Hand off to Payne. Loses a couple. Coming in there was Jace Grant, the all-state lineman, 6'2", 215 across the front. Loss of 2 for Dominic. 2 carries, -5 for Dominic. That puts us at 0 yards, unfortunately, in the first quarter. Scoreboard tonight brought to you by Fremont Therapy in Riverton and Lander. For more than 25 years, Fremont Therapy has been Fremont County's leader in physical and occupational therapy. Proud to provide experienced clinicians to support athletes and their families. Fremont County teams, best of luck from Fremont Therapy this season. Flag on the play. DeVries stepping back, trying to get out of the hold of McCartan. Can't, and then Grant's going to knock him down at the 6. There is a flag as this play got started, however. As McCartan and Grant sack him back, they'll mark it at the 9, which is going to be a 10-yard loss, but see what the laundry is.
It's probably on the offense if the play kept going. I would
Right.
assume it's probably procedure of some sort on us.
I know what I was thinking, too. They usually will stop that if it's a defensive play.
Yeah, they brought up Talich on the safety blitz off the edge there. I'm sure that Derek saw that and probably thought better about it. It's going to be tough for us, though, if we take deep losses like that to get first downs.
Right, for sure. It's tough enough at 1st and 10, let alone when you're going to be backed up now 3rd and what could be 21. They're going to wave off the flag and make it a 10-yard loss for DeVries on the sack by Grant and McCartan. McCartan just a sophomore. His dad, Jay McCartan. You familiar with him across the gym on basketball Friday nights?
Yeah, Coach Porter should have done a better job recruiting, his in-laws to Riverton on that one.
Robbie Porter, a senior on that basketball team this year, coming up as well. 3rd down, 22. DeVries hands it off to Payne, and he will struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage if he even did that, and that will bring up another 4th down for the Wolverines as Cody has just been smothering on offense and, as you said, smothering on defense and surgical on offense.
Yeah, and unless you're just physically dominant opposed to the other team, 3rd and 22, there's not a whole lot of plays, so just staying conservative with it is not too bad on that.
Give you an update on the Wolverine volleyball team here in just a few as DeVries punting from his own end zone, punts it away from Nelson. He will field it, drop it, loses the handle on it. Wolverines went for the tackle, not the football, and Cody got back on it at the 49. I'm not sure if Braden Vincent knew that football had come out because he kind of went right past it to get on Nelson, and they'll mark it down at the 49.
Braden's not always known for his breaks. You get a freight train running pretty fast. It's not going to stop very easy. So again, teams like you talked about, I think some teams are going to step out of his way when they see him barreling down on you there.
3:42 left to play on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Wolverines go 3 and out once again, and unfortunately went backwards now with -11 on the yardage for the evening. And so Talich back in the gun, hands it off McCartan, his first carry. Vincent hits him first. Gabrielson brings him down at the 41. 9-yard carry as McCartan gets his first carry of the night. Just a sophomore. Cody already 173 yards of offense, and now more as Talich takes it through himself, and he will take it in from 41 yards out and score.
Yeah,
Thomas, I'm going to see if we can call up the replay on that real quick.
Yep.
Here it comes as unfortunately,
both those two last running plays, I mean, the holes are massive, and when you got a really good athlete, running right up the middle, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, he just took it right behind the carton and runs through the crowd, splits the safeties, and now Nelson is back to kick the PAT, pooches it through, and that drive didn't take very long at all.
No, 2 plays, right up the middle, about as basic as you can be. But when you execute really well, you don't have to be. Keep it simple, right? Just let your running back go up the middle, and then you need to get some touches too. So I look for them to actually probably open it up, try throwing a little bit here with the score being 21-0. Get some reps in their passing game a little bit more here too.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, took all of 28 seconds off of the first quarter Fremont Therapy scoreboard. 2 plays, 50 yards, and it will be Wolverine football. 3:14 left here in the first quarter. Hey, Riverton, thanks for tuning in tonight to support RHS Sports. Broadcasts are made possible by great sponsors like Gamble's on Main Street in Lander. Shane, the owner of Gamble's, has truckloads of furniture waiting just for you, and delivery is always free within 30 miles of the store, which includes all of Riverton. Nelson will tee it up. He and Thomason kind of changing off on the duties. Riverton volleyball goes 5 and ends up losing to the Laurel Locomotives here in the Battle of the Borders with Montana tonight. Lost the 5th game 15-9. Thanks to Kim Davis there in the gym off in the horizon of this camera look as you see the kind of the Quonset hut in the background. I got to work on getting my monitor to stay up here as well as not time out. So Sheets and Payne back deep to receive at their own 3 once again. 3:14 left first quarter. It's been all Bronx. Payne going to run up and catch it at the 10-yard line. Dominic evades 1 tackler, evades 2, and gets out to the 21-yard line, and that's where Riverton will start. Average field position, the 20-yard line for the Wolverines on all 3 of their possessions now. 20, 20, and now 21 yards. And what do you tell a team like this? You're even on both sides, and I asked both coaches, on one side you're the big underdog, the other side you're the big favorite.
Well, and again, it's a team sport, but it's about your individual kind of effort, attitude, and execution on each one of these plays. So just kind of win your individual battles, do the best you can each play, both teams, because even when you get up 21, it's hard to keep your foot on the gas. Gabrielson
and Vincent near side, Sheets in motion. Ty will get the carry. Kick out block by Payne. Nice move by Sheets across the 30, and then he gets leveled out of bounds by one Lucas Talich. And if, in fact, as I said, he's been given a preferred walk-on status to Notre Dame, if he goes there, something for Ty to tell the family. Hey, I got leveled after an 11-yard gain by a Notre Dame football player's. Great vision, though, to fight off that first block right there. Nice move on the hitch inside.
Very good
and then
move.
Here comes Talich, takes him out at shoulder high.
And you watch Talich on film at that safety position. Missile is about the best word you can use because he does fly to the ball.
First down of the game for the Wolverines on the 12-yard carry by Sheets. DeVries back to pass, throws to the near side. Ty will catch it, makes a move, steps inside, and then
horse collar.
Yeah, he got taken down by Thomason at the 40-yard line. Flag is down, and that'll add to the run. So back-to-back plays by Sheets and a first completion of the night by DeVries. And they'll add another 15 onto it and get very close. So that put it in Cody Bronk territory.
Defense, 15-yard penalty.
That might not have been the worst thing ever for Ty, as well
as long as you don't get hurt on that. You're right. We'll take it.
Jack Schroeder was bearing in at him on the last second. Wolverines inside of Cody Bronk territory. Second penalty of the night for the Bronx of 15 yards. Riverton yet to be penalized. Fake to Sheets. Derek will keep it himself. Shoestring tackle by Schroeder. And a gain of 2 for Derek DeVries. 2 minutes left to play in the first quarter. It's 21-0 the Bronx here on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard.
Yeah, the far side official gave him 2 extra yards. I was hoping they were going to give that to him, but 2 is probably more realistic on that. Positive yards on first down is huge in this game, so that was not a bad play to get those 2 to start off the series. The new set of downs.
Second down and 8 yards. Gabrielson, bottom of the screen, give the ball to Payne. Payne runs into one of his own blockers and will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's knocked down. Cody just gets such a great surge up front, and they knock the Wolverine blockers in. Ben Siebert, a 5'7", 165-pound junior, first one there, making the tackle. Loss of 1 for Dom on that play.
Yeah, they fly to the ball really well. Again, they're all really well built, run to the ball, and are fast. So it's a good team defense here. They're starting to bump and run a little bit. It'll be interesting to see if we try to get over the top on them at all.
Third down and 9. A minute left to play in the first quarter. 21-0 Cody. Maybe some offensive movement. They're going to throw the ball out, and not sure if that was to Ty or to Nick, but it falls incomplete between the two of them, and that'll be incomplete. Bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's going to on that. But again, getting rid of it's better than taking a sack on that. I like that we're going for it here.
Yeah, fourth down at the 45-yard line. 4th and 9. First down marker just outside the 36. Gabrielson by himself. Actually, no, he's got Vincent on that side. 2 receivers to the bottom in sheets. Cody, 3 down rushers here. DeVries possibly changing the play. Steps back to throw. He's going to throw a long one out to the corner. Sheets will have it in. It's in and out of his hands as he got tackled pretty good by Remy Broussard. Ty gets up a little slow, but it looks like he's okay. And then that one in and out of his hands, it falls incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. But some bright spots in the fact that they got some ball movement out of it, I guess, and moved some yards.
They did a couple positive plays on that. Again, when you're 4th and 8, it's any play you run against a really good defense that's getting pressure is tough. Probably needs to hold that one in. Good break on the ball by 27. That's a pretty good linebacker right there.
Yeah, that was a pretty good tackle. Unfortunately, it happens on your kid. And he'd been battling some injuries last week anyway, as they're going to pitch that ball out to Talich. And Talich showcasing, taking it to the other side, going to run past Sheets for 10 yards and a touchdown. And he runs it to the side where Coach Bull was standing earlier. Coach not in that area now.
Yeah, when you watch the play, I mean, every single one of the Cody guys is on their assignment. They're picking up blocks, hat on hat. Makes it pretty easy for Talich on that.
Yeah, back-to-back touchdown runs as you see him. He got second in the 100 meters in 4A track last year, did Luke Talich, and you see why there as he goes and takes that one. Back-to-back runs by Talich of 41 and 51. And the Cody Bronx out in front, 28-0, still 34 seconds left. That play taking 14 seconds off the clock on that Fremont Therapy scoreboard. We'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds. This is 105.1 Jack FM, streaming live on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Campbell's of Lander offers unbeatable value and unbeatable selection. Campbell's is committed to bringing you the top name brand furniture, mattresses, appliances, all at extremely low prices. From the sale to delivery to installation and service, their goal is to meet and exceed all customer needs. Plus, work with you to find a product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Stop in today and browse all of the new inventory that has recently become available. Campbell's, turn around, shop in town. 420 Main Street, Lander.
Nelson will boot this one away from the 40-yard line. Sun is gone for the evening now. It was very warm, even by Cody standards today. 86, I think, about the time this one got kicked off here tonight. 28-0, 34 seconds left in the first quarter on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Nelson's kick will go back to Sheets at the 2. They'll bring it to the near side. Now takes it back to the middle, and Wolverines will start at their own 17-yard line. Unfortunately, worst field position they've had on the night.
Yeah, again, when you get to this point in the game, it's about winning those individual battles. And, when you watch every play, I think Cody's taken pride in that. And again, both teams just have to keep battling on those individual battles.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of see. We're not even in the first here.
Well, it looks like Cody is subbed down a little bit now. Chase Hatch playing that safety position where Talich was. And also you see a new one out there in Lane Rohde, the punter, who we haven't had to see tonight from the Cody Bronx. Sheets in motion, snap. DeVries keeps himself. He'll go up the middle, carried across to the 22-yard line.
Good start.
Will go DeVries. Hard in there defensively for the Bronx. Grayson Boudry as well.
Great gain of 5 to start the series here.
Wolverines in the positive in yardage at 11 now. Didn't get over 100 last week against the Panthers. The first quarter of football on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. It's all top-ranked Cody. 28-0 Bronx as they have amassed already 265 yards in the first quarter alone in this ball game. Back in a minute with more Wolverine football. This is the Wolverines on 105.1 Jack FM and streaming live on the County 10 YouTube channel. Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are happy to introduce their newest provider, psychiatrist Dr. John Bates. Born and raised in Eastern Oregon, Dr. Bates spent 4 years in the Marines, became a registered nurse, and then on to medical school with his residency in psychiatry. He's been in private practice since 2006. Dr. Bates is now accepting new patients. Call to schedule your appointment with the Lander Medical Clinic East at 332-50.
Supply Company in Riverton is proud to sponsor sports and student athletes here in Fremont County. Start your game day off right with the Porter's Pregame Show and get ready for action. Porter's has everything you need to heat your home this winter with the best selection of wood, gas, or pellet stoves. Good luck to all Fremont County teams from Porter's Supply Company. See Porter's Supply on North Federal in Riverton and online at portersmvs.com.
John Gabrielson, Bo Sheets, high above Spike Vanoy Field, along with Thomas Dent, our technical director. Raylan Mong, who has mixed emotions. She's from Cody. She's liking what she sees from her team, but now she lives in Riverton, going to CWC. Also, Clay Sheets running cameras. Step to the inside, give that ball off to Saltzgaver, and he will be brought down hard at the 26-yard line. Thomason, Boudry in there. Good catch by Branson Saltzgaver, and he'll go 3 yards on his first catch.
Yeah, they did a good job finding kind of the soft part of that zone, and then Cody closes quick on that. 3rd and 2 here. Again, percentage-wise, it's a lot better to be 3rd and 2 than 3rd and long. Cody's up, bumping around again.
Pack in that front line right now. 6 guys across that front of the Wolverines. DeVries, though, got some time to throw, runs out of the hands of one man, steps inside, and will be brought down for a loss. He got away from the first initial feed, but Graydon Arnold, a 6'2 senior, brings him down. And we've played a minute of the second quarter. He'll lose 2, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, Derek did a good job kind of beating the first guy on that. We're going to talk about it a lot. Cody's team speed's really good. Chased him down. Can't beat more than 1 or 2, though.
And referee's going to take a quick timeout, talk to DeVries back there in the backfield. He's the one that just ran the ball, as you see the referee chatting with him. And going to let it fly from the 23-yard line.
Derek's a tough kid.
Yes, he is. 10:45 and counting, second quarter on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. DeVries gets a good punt away, and that'll make the first man miss at the 42-yard line. Nelson back to the 40, to the 30, and will be brought down at the 30-yard line. Branson Saltzgaver, first one in the area. Parker DeVries tonight wearing number 58 in the absence of Jackson Hill in there on the tackle as well. 35-yard punt, but 16-yard return. And the Wolverines give it back with 10:28 left to play in the first half, down 28-0. New quarterback, Maddox ball. He'll throw that one incomplete. Larson had a step on the inside on that play of Owen Peterson, and it falls incomplete. Got to see a pretty good dose of Maddox ball in that Froshmore game earlier today.
Actually, he didn't play in that game, but
oh, he did not.
No.
Oh, okay.
They saved him for this game.
Ben Hogan, number 10, then that
I think so.
did. Ball, pump fake, steps up, throws one in the left side flats. That'll be caught. Sheets will make an open field tackle on number 8, Thomason.
One thing that's impressive is just the subbing that Cody's able to do just on a play-by-play basis in the hurry up. I've been impressed how they can get their linemen in, the receivers, running backs, everybody in here.
12-yard completion. Throwing to the far side. Making the catch and diving to the 10 is Radakovic. He'll go 9. 4 catches, 51 yards by Wilkins Radakovic. Ball now 2 for 3, 21 yards. Sorry, Bo.
No, you're good. Throw it up to him.
Yep, corner of the end zone. Just to the corner and pushed out of bounds. McIntosh in the area. That was a good ball.
That was a good ball. And again, when you got a kid of that height, and I've been impressed with his hands. You know, watch him in basketball. I didn't realize what a great athlete he was. Watch him out here. Kid can move.
Steps out in the corner. That was a pretty good catch in the corner as well, just outside of the line. Third in, about a yard. Pump fake throw over the middle, in and out of his hands, and then catching it for a touchdown.
Yeah, when you can bring in your backup quarterback and not lose a step, I mean, that says a lot, you know, just for their depth and their execution.
Another Cody touchdown. 9:31 remains. This did not even take a minute off of the clock. PAT is good.
Yeah.
57 seconds off the clock. 9:31 remaining in the first half, and it's been all Cody. And I think people not surprised by a 35-0 score right now, but there's still a lot of football left to be played, and 7 more games after tonight, in fact, and the Wolverines, I think, need to stay in it. They need to keep their head about themselves and almost play for next week, if nothing else.
Well, and they do have the toughest schedule. I think of anybody in the first 4 games. You know, the non-conference schedule is brutal. You play the number 1 team, the number 2 team, the number 5 team. And when you have some injury bugs, it just makes it an uphill battle. So you're going to see Cody start subbing guys, and it's almost too bad because you got probably the best player in the state can only play 1 quarter before they bring his backup in. You know, number 7 might end up having more yards passing by the end of the season just because of how good Cody is as a team.
Well, and you think about the team that these backups play against every day and the starters of the Cody Bronx as well. This video stream made possible by Wind River Internet. Big thank you to Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care for sponsoring this broadcast. The staff of their clinics in Lander and Riverton reminding you not to ignore those annual wellness visits. Make your appointment at Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care, and let's stay healthy together. Let's keep those Wolverines healthy tonight as well. Nelson's kick is deep. Payne will go into the end zone. That's a touchback, and the Wolverines will start again for the 4th time tonight at their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, again, like we talked about, it's going to come down to these individual plays and kind of like you said, get through these games healthy, see how you match up against the best teams in the state. And that's a good barometer of where we're at. You know, you'd like to see us healthy, you know, with a few more kids on the field tonight just to kind of see where we do match up.
Check some other 3A scores for you here coming up tonight as you see those Wolverines. Again, Jackson Hill out tonight. He is here. He's got his arm in a sling. I told him I was going to limit his mobility play, and he said Yeah, it would. And so Parker DeVries wearing his jersey tonight. And again, as I mentioned last week, apology to Tyree Harris Aragon, the sophomore. He played a good defensive game, and we had him as an unidentified player, and we thought we knew who he was, and he wasn't, as Payne's going to get dropped right at the line of scrimmage. Boudry and Thomason making the tackle. No gain for Payne.
Yeah, Cody's, again, when you watch every play, whether it's offense or defense, they're kind of winning the momentum battle. We got 3 guys here to the ball. Dominic runs hard, but again, when you got 3 guys right on top of you, probably 4 or 5 there, it makes it tough sledding for those yards.
2nd down and 10. Under center, DeVries to Vincent. His first carry goes nowhere. Schroeder defensively. Also coming in to make the play was Abel Cordero, a 5'11 junior. First carry of the night for Vincent, loses a yard. Wolverines just 11 yards of offense here in the first half against this Cody Bronx defense. And on the converse side of that, Cody with 297 yards of offense. So 3rd and 11. DeVries going to go under center once again. Goes back to throw. Payne will help keep one guy out of his grill, but then more come in, and DeVries will go down at the 2. That'll be a loss of 17 on the play. And he'll punt from his own end zone now. And that puts Wolverines in the negative yardage category midway through the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, like I said, when you're playing a team that's really good and you're 3rd and 11, trying to get guys down the field, sometimes we just have to get rid of it there.
Initially, he hit the first wave of Siebert, but then McCartan comes in, Nelson comes in, and DeVries goes down.
It's bad when our white jerseys are chasing the dark navy jerseys back to the quarterback.
Exactly.
That's never a good sign.
It is usually not. 3 and out once again for the Wolverines. That punt takes a Cody bounce, and Gabrielson will down it at the 32. That's a 29-yard punt.
Yeah, and in that situation, you kind of look at the analytics of it. Is it better to just take the safety and kick off? Because when we've kicked off, we've done a pretty good job pinning them deep. So I don't know the answer to that, but it's tough when they're starting at the 32.
Yeah, now short field for sure. And we've got a timeout on the field by Riverton. We'll step aside and take it with them. 7:14 remaining first half. Bronx 35, Wolverines nothing. Back in half a minute. This is Wolverine football on 105.1 Jack FM and the County 10 YouTube channel.
More than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
7:14 remains in the first half on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Spike Vanoy Field in Cody, Wyoming, home of the 2-time defending state champs. Brand new turf they're playing on for the first time tonight.
It looks nice. I didn't realize it was brand new, but it does look good.
First year, they had a pretty plain Jane. They talked about it. And then, Thomas, I don't know if sometime we can get a shot of that end zone down there. You can see the stanchions, I guess. They're putting up a brand new, great big kind of a video board that will be up there. See the black standards up there to the left of the scoreboard in front of that beautiful toy hauler fifth wheel there. But that'll be a brand new video board that they've got coming here to Spike Vanoy Field as well. Talich back in. He's going to hand the ball off, and there's a flag that flies in, and Boudry's going to be dropped at the 25. The flag rode his shoulder as he drives 7 yards.
Probably a holding. That's the best way to slow him down here a little bit. Yeah, it'll be neat to see their new video board and stuff, see what they're going to do.
Must not have been a flag. What are we looking at, a cheeseburger wrapper or something that was out there, or what? Somebody's going to have
somebody's glove.
Okay, that's what it was, is coming out as a player that had a glove in his pocket. They have 106 kids on the roster, and they missed putting that kid there, number 30, on that roster. 7-yard carry, second out and 3. Now we get a flag. We get a couple of guys in motion.
Offsides. No, it's on us.
5-yard penalty on the Wolverines. First penalty of the night for Riverton. We'll give them a first down to the 20-yard line. Talich steps up to throw over the middle, and Gabrielson almost picks that off.
That was a great play.
Stepped in front of that intended pass to Thomason just inside the 5-yard line. Great diving play by Cade, and it falls incomplete.
Mason had pressure on the quarterback there. I couldn't tell if he got there late or if he was right there to rush it a little bit, but that was a good play defensively by Gabrielson.
Yeah, he had 4 picks last year, almost had his first one of the year this year. Talich going to step up. He's got some pressure coming at him, and he's going to be hit by Larson and finally cleaned up by Xavier Garcia. Nice job by Xavier. Also coming in was Tyree Harris-Aragon. They'll get the sack, and Talich is going to lose about 3 yards.
Yeah, Ryan Cox had great initial pressure on that. Again, we'll take that sack all day long.
3rd and 13, longest it's been for the Bronx. Nelson goes in motion. Talich is going to scoot it to the outside, and good kick out block and nice tackle. Boy, Gabrielson lower in the wood on Nelson at the 19. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Excellent job filling on that by Cade.
It's actually the 14, sorry.
Is that the first 4th down they've had to face?
I think so, yeah. Rhodey, their punter, can't even utilize him here at this point. 4th down and 4. To the outside, not going to get there. Nice tackle in the open field by Branson Saltzgaver, being blocked and gets off the block, makes the tackle. Wolverines
could be close.
Get the first down. Oh, they will. Boy, that's a great spot.
Yeah.
Can we see the replay on that one, Thomas? Boy, I didn't think he was close on that carry. Well,
yeah.
On second look, it was pretty close. They are going to say he didn't get there, though, and it will be a turnover on downs. 5:43 left to play in the first half. Wolverines hold, and we'll get the ball back.
And that's a huge victory. I mean,
it is.
To get a sack there, to get a stop.
Like they had subbed down as I interrupt you on
something
that.
to build on for sure. That was a great series defensively.
5:43 left to play. First half, 35-0 Cody on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. DeVries keeps, shakes one tackle. Thomason will get him as he crosses out to the 18-yard line. 7-yard carry by DeVries.
That was a good job on the keep and individual effort there, getting those extra yards. I would tell him don't sacrifice for those extra 2 yards unless you really have to.
Right. Second down and a long 3. Be inside of 5 minutes after this play here in the first half. DeVries out of the shotgun. 4 wideouts in the frame. McCartan comes on a blitz. Going to flush him out of the pocket. DeVries will throw. It'll be caught by McIntosh at the 22. That's a 5-yard completion and a Wolverine first down.
It's a good job by Derek buying a little bit extra time and hitting Nick on that to get the first down.
Well, I think 2 things. As you mentioned, DeVries getting himself some time to throw that out there, but then in traffic, McIntosh with a focus to come down and make the completion.
Right, got to the sticks. We'll take a first down.
Here you see McCartan come up the middle. He gets picked up nicely, but kind of pushed out to the side, and then Derek as he's fallen down. Gabrielson was in the area of that. He might have been the closest defender on Nick on that one. First and 10 RHS, 4:20 and counting first half. Lights are on here at Spike Vinoy Field. McIntosh catch at the 28. Makes a juke move and will be brought down at the 31. That'll be about an 8-yard completion there. Roast and Thomason making the tackle. McIntosh with his second catch of the night now for 13 yards.
And that was a good job, pitch and catch. Derek taking his steps, getting rid of the ball, not having to take a hit on it. Keeping him upright is going to be huge for the rest of the night.
Tyler Watson, State Farm agent, proud supporter of Riverton Athletics. State Farm wants to protect your future. Stop in today, 618 East Washington, or go online at insuringriverton.com. 2nd and 2, handoff Payne. Actually, DeVries keeps it himself. Get that ball in the other hand, son. He covers it up, gets across the 35 out to the 37. Gabrielson trying to lead block, and I can tell you right now that kid's hurt. You know your own kid, and you know the body language. And
yeah, he's given up a few extra pounds on that every time he lead blocks on that. What's been good is our line's been picking that up a little bit, whether it's by Derek faking it or whether it's you look on this outside backer's coming almost every time. That's a good pull.
1st and 10 as the sticks move for the Wolverines. DeVries back to pass over the middle. McIntosh catches it down to the 46-yard line. Nice little pitch and catch, tackle by Caden Condelis.
And I like that Derek's on time and on target on that. Trying to survive and run around back there against this team doesn't work well. So, hit your third step, get rid of the ball, and kind of live with the results. That's a good job on this drive.
17-yard completion. 1st and 10 again for the Wolverines. 2:40 and counting here in the first half, trailing 35-0. What was your position in college?
I was outside wide receiver.
Okay. Down the left side, Gabrielson is face guarded, and a flag will fly in. Gabrielson kind of did a good job as Brose going to get called on that. Kind of did a good job selling that, kind of trying to go through the defender to go get it. That'll be a first down for the Wolverines on a 15-yard penalty and their deepest drive inside Bronc territory.
Yeah, his textbook on that, where the defender's not looking. Cade's seeing the ball and coming back to it and made him interfere with it.
I like the time that DeVries has been getting on these last couple. Of course, it's been pretty quick of getting rid and getting that out there.
Yep, hit that third step and throw it. Make him cover the field.
Take it to the 32-yard line.
And our guys are pretty gassed. We haven't had near as much substitution. It wouldn't be bad to, get a play or two here and then get a timeout before half.
Right, you still have 2 left as well. Over the middle, outside, that'll be caught by Vincent to the 25 and be down by Thomason at the 25-yard line. 8-yard completion.
Good job on the crosser there, really selling the jet sweep to start with and then hitting Braden on the crosser. Braden's one of our faster kids, and it's telling when about every one of Cody's guys look like they're the same speed and they can track us down there.
1st and 10 Wolverines. I lied. 2nd and 8 Wolverines at the 25-yard line. DeVries shotgun, points out. Strong side backer, fakes it to Payne, carries it himself. He'll have a first down. Now get down as he'll get to the 19-yard line. That'll be a 6-yard gain and a first down by Derek DeVries. Hogan and Jacob Cox credited by the PA for the tackle. 90 seconds left to play in the first half, and like you said, maybe a timeout. I know on our screen it shows we have 3 timeouts, but actually only have 2 timeouts left. DeVries out of the gun, throwing corner. Vincent is there. No, he lets it, kind of let it go.
I think he felt like he's getting held a little bit there. I didn't really get his arms up, so it's kind of tough to tell. Obviously, the sun's not in his eyes. I'm a little bit perplexed on that, like you are.
Yeah, that was interesting turn of events. 2nd down and 10. Clock stops on the incomplete, perhaps giving us a little bit of a breather here. Still 2 timeouts left for the Wolverines. McIntosh and Sheets go top of the screen. Vincent and Gabrielson to the bottom. Payne next to DeVries out of the gun. Nathan Mills, your quarterback, delivering the shotgun snap. DeVries steps up, throws. That's going to be caught by Sheets at the 15. He'll get down to the 10. A 9-yard completion and a Wolverine timeout. This drive started at the 20-yard line with 5:43 left. Second catch of the night for Ty Sheets now for 14 yards. Wolverines were negative in the yardage category before this drive. They're at 60 yards right now with 11 more to go and 64 seconds left to play in the first half. Thanks to Bailey Tire and Auto for sponsoring tonight's broadcast. Bailey Tire and Auto in Riverton and Lander with a huge selection of every kind of tire you can think of. Check them out. Stick around for the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show, which will be coming up soon as well.
And this is that tricky spot, playing against Cody. I mean, obviously the score is what it is, but you want to use as much clock as you can because they're a quick strike offense. Our guys are pretty tired, so it's kind of a no-win situation with the clock, but did a great job on this drive getting down there. We need to get the first down, then we can bleed the clock a little bit and hopefully get a score out of it too.
Jackson knocked off third-ranked Douglas today, 17-9. To raise a little eyebrows, I would think.
Yeah, I agree. That's surprising to me.
3rd and 1, and just powering ahead for the first down is going to be DeVries, so that clock will stop. It should stop.
While they reset. Well,
they call the timeout. I thought they would stop the clock, but maybe they need to measure.
Yeah, it looked like we called the timeout. I'm surprised on that timeout just because they're going to stop the clock with the first down.
Now, they will. They're just going to call Wolverine timeout. It's 4th and inches.
Maybe we didn't get it. It looked like we had it.
I called it as such.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. 55 seconds left to play in the first half. Wolverines trying to get a little something going before the half. They trail 35-0, and it's been all of that for the Cody Bronx here tonight.
It has. Yeah, it's one of those that we've said it all night, but yards are tough to come by going against that three-man front, and their backers are all over the place. So, again, credit to them because it's not easy.
Thunder Basin leading Rock Springs 23-14 in a battle of ranked teams in 4A. Sheridan battling South 41-7. Campbell County leading Laramie 14-6. They're in the third. Central leading Kelly 14-3 in the third. And Cheyenne East leading number 3, Natrona 21-7 in the second. And kind of seeing a shift to the 6 o'clock kickoffs around the state. And with that note, I don't know if you saw this or not, but in 2 weeks when Star Valley comes to Riverton, that will be a 12:30 varsity kickoff due to an officials shortage. We don't have any officials, so a 12:30 varsity kickoff 2 Fridays from now when Star Valley's in town.
I didn't see that. That's going to be a warm kickoff.
4th down, inches. DeVries looks like a screen pass coming. Caught by Payne, and I don't think he's going to get it. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 12. They'll lose 2 yards. As the screen pass goes negative, and turnover on downs for the Wolverines with 49 seconds left.
Yeah, it's tough to tell. Just looked like we had it set up, just had to wait a little bit. Again, Cody's speed's pretty good on that.
So 49 seconds left. What will Matt McFadden do? Will he put it a field goal away from the mercy rule, or will they just play out this first half? Coming up at half, we'll take a look at scores from around the state of Wyoming. We'll also take a look at stats in this one. We've also got some updates. Big day for Caden Chatfield and the Riverton cross-country team. Also give you some volleyball scores, some swimming updates, and more as Nelson will take the pitch to the outside. He'll go to the sideline and be knocked out of bounds by Gabrielson at the sticks. Did I see a flag fly, or was that a couple of kids playing ball over there?
No, there's a flag down.
Or a glove. Talich still standing at the goal line. I think it's coming back. Gabrielson made the tackle on Nelson right at the sticks. 7 seconds runs off the clock. Here comes the call from the official.
Well, and I don't think Cody should have to let off the gas just because they're winning. I mean, for them, they've got to execute. They've got to work on things. They may be taking a knee here, but, they shouldn't have to let off the gas just because they're executing really well.
4 penalties, 27 yards. Actually, more than that, 35 yards.
Little shovel trap.
Talich up the middle, and good hard tackle by the Wolverines. Larson making the tackle.
Well, and as well as Cody executes, they really don't have to just throw it deep or, try to get it out of bounds. I mean, they execute pretty well. A couple of their run plays could get them in from here. So, their whole playbook's pretty wide open at this point.
It's a 13-yard carry and a timeout called by the Cody Bronx. Again, our pregame sponsor, Porter's, sponsoring the Porter's Tailgate Party, Tailgate pregame show here. Full house at Spike Van Noy Field. They are from 20-yard line to 20-yard line, pretty full here, and why not when you're back-to-back state champs and you're playing on a new turf field. You've got Craig Bowl in the house.
Yeah, what a great night for Cody. It's fun to watch him. It's just not fun to play against him.
Right, absolutely. So Talich now, second down and 5, 35 seconds left. And I don't think you call a timeout if you're going to down it.
No.
As Schroeder standing next to him in the backfield. Talich going to step up to throw to the near side. Radakovich will make the catch. And Sheets will bring him out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 20-yard completion to Radakovich.
Yeah, he got out of bounds. Sometimes a prevent defense, it's just tough. You don't want to give them easy yards, but yet right there we can't have that happen.
Wide open. Stepping out of bounds with it was Remy Broussard, and that was really the only thing that kept him from scoring was his own footwork there, as he takes it from the 37 to the 36, a 27-yard completion. Talich stepping up again, throwing corner of the end zone. That one's going to be picked off. Nick McIntosh will pick it off in the end zone. 1st and 10 Wolverines. Big play by the junior. Nick McIntosh picks it off.
Great play staying deep. They run that little wheel route, try to get over the top, and Nick stayed just right where he's supposed to.
Watching the replay there. Good arm strength by Talich. Just kind of chucked it up from the 43, and then there McIntosh makes the snare. 1st and 10 with 14 seconds left.
Now for us, with not having the big play strike ability like Cody has, I think we do stay fairly conservative here. You don't want to give up a turnover with 13 seconds left. Our 80-yard plays haven't been working tonight.
Keep her close to the vest, if you will. Double tight end set for the Wolverines here. Vincent, lead blocker for Payne, gives it off to Payne, and Cody swarms it under, and I think that's where this first half will come to an end. Cody Bronx with 374 yards of offense in the first half, and they put up 35 points, and they lead the Wolverines at the intermission. Your score at the break, it is the Cody Bronx 35. It is the Riverton Wolverines nothing on the Fremont Therapy scoreboard. Your halftime show is up in 2 minutes. You've been watching the first half on 105.1 Jack FM and the County 10 YouTube channel and the YouTube station.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
I hold up wide left. They don't have any.
Ensuring you never forget your best memories, but also protecting your future adventures. Tyler Watson and State Farm is a proud supporter of the current and future Riverton Wolverine.
Wide right, McGuffey back to pass, shows the ball, throws again. Looking in the end zone is DeVries. Touchdown, baby!
Find us on our website at ensuringriverton.com or stop by our office at 618 East Washington Avenue to discuss protecting your future. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Fremont Therapy Group has been a proud supporter of Wyoming athletics for more than 25 years. Locally owned by therapists, Fremont values commitment to professionalism and community. With specialized training and one-on-one service, they get you back to doing what you love. Whether you need rehab for an injury from a sports-certified specialist or therapy from the only certified hand therapist in Fremont County. With 6 locations in western Wyoming, they provide aquatic therapy, dry needling, and women's health therapy. To find out more about Fremont Therapy Group or schedule an appointment, go to fremonttherapy.com.
The Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care are happy to introduce their newest provider, psychiatrist Dr. John Bates. Born and raised in Eastern Oregon, Dr. Bates spent 4 years in the Marines, became a registered nurse, and then on to medical school with his residency in psychiatry. He's been in private practice since 2006. Dr. Bates is now accepting new patients. Call to schedule your appointment with the Lander Medical Clinic East at 332-1551 or visit the website at landermedicalclinic.com.
Gambles & Lander is a proud sponsor of the student athletes and athletic programs all across Fremont County. With new items arriving daily, it's a good time to check into Myers Gambles for all of the best items for your home. Shane, Alicia, and crew will help you find exactly what you're looking for. And chances are, it's in stock today. Delivery is available in Riverton and Lander. Turn around and shop in town. Myers Gambles, 420 Main in Lander. Turn around and shop in town.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's truck.
Welcome back to Spike Vanoy Field. Cody Bronx, you see the sun setting on the western horizon, looking up that canyon towards the east gate of Yellowstone National Park. 35-0 in favor of the Cody Bronx. And we are going to take a look at some scores from across the state of Wyoming. Jared Anderson from the studio has an update on a couple of 3A scores. Jared.
All right, guys, thank you. Had a lengthy injury delay to start quarter number 2 in Green River, but the Wolves holding a slim 1-point advantage over the Lander Tigers, 8-7 early second quarter. There is a 3A final to report as Jackson's knocked off number 3 Douglas tonight, 17-9. Back to you guys in Cody.
All right, thank you, Jared. Again, that was a bit of a surprise, that Jackson score there. And I know Shoshone and Pine Bluffs had a bit of a injury delay last night with a Pine Bluffs player. Hopefully just a dislocated shoulder from what we're seeing. Reports that have been talked about there, so we'll hope that that is in fact nothing worse than that for that young man from Pine Bluffs High School, as Pine knocked off Shoshone yesterday. Wind River beat Saratoga handily as well. We're at the break here. 35-0 is the score in favor of the Cody Bronx, and a beautiful sunset up here in Park County. Again, looking out towards Yellowstone National Park on that shot. You have Thomas right there. Nice shot. And a beautiful night for football. The Wolverines will be home next week when they entertain the Evanston Red Devils. First home game of the campaign. After they get done with the Bronx here tonight, they'll play 2 in a row. They'll play Evanston at 6 o'clock on Friday. Then the following Friday, the Wolverines will take on Star Valley, and that is a 12:30 kickoff. The Froshmore game will play at 10 a.m. and then a 12:30 kickoff for the Bronx, for the Wolverines and the Star Valley Braves as well. Interesting, and due to a ref shortage, and Trevor Wilson of the Wyoming High School Activities Association would like to talk to you if you're interested in officiating high school football. We're going to take another break on the halftime show at 35-0 Cody. We'll take a look at first half statistics after we do this break. Once again, 35-0 Cody. This is 105.1 Jack FM, streaming live on the YouTube channel.
local. Try it on, save time and money on returns, and get advice in person at Bells & Bows. Our business is your best local source for quality clothing like Liverpool and keeping your look fresh every month with our new collections bag. These monthly collections bags feature anything you can imagine yourself in, and the best part is we will ship it everywhere. But if you live locally, we can drop it off right at your doorstep. Bells & Bows, your local solution to keeping you looking stylish for anything that comes your way. Stop in today at 309 East Main Street in Riverton or visit us online at bellsandbows.rocks.
Central Wyoming College has a new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Early Childhood Education.
Being a teacher has always been a dream of mine.
This degree combines the academic, assessment, and classroom management content that students need to be successful in the classroom. Gain knowledge in how young children grow and develop physically and cognitively, and guide them to social and emotional development.
What I really like about the education program here at CWC is that we get a lot of classroom experience.
Make your way at CWC.
Back when I was riding in rodeos, I always made sure I was locked in, good and tight. Now as a touring musician, crisscrossing the country, I still make sure I'm locked in, good and tight. Of course I do.
Hauling ass, heading south, down the road in a Crow Cadillac, coupe to fill.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
$35-0. Cody out in front of the Wolverines. Scoring happened this way. Cody would take the opening possession. They went 72 yards just methodically on quick plays down the field. A 10-yard Jackson Schroeder run in a minute 44 off the clock would make it 7-0 for the Cody Broncs. Then, after a great Derek DeVries punt that put the Broncs back at the 11-yard line, they would pretty much do the same thing. They just ran the quick offense and a 6-yard Jack Schroeder run. Capped an 89-yard drive, took a minute 49, and it was 14-0. They got the ball back at midfield. 2 plays later, Luke Talich runs 41 yards up the middle, took 28 seconds. That wasn't the quick drive of the half. Unfortunately, though, they got the ball back their own 49. Luke Talich, a 51-yard run, took 14 seconds off the clock, and it was 28-0. They would then add an 11-yard pass, and we've got Dominic Phillips, number 30, makes the catch, an 11-yard touchdown pass from Ball, and that took 57 seconds off the clock. 35-0 Cody at the half. So been on that sideline before, probably on both sides of this equation. What do you say if you're in the Wolverine huddle as they're coming back out to the playing surface right now?
Yeah, it's more fun to be on the winning side at halftime. It comes back to execution, and Cody's executing at a very high level. On an individual basis, on a team basis, on a program basis. And so for our guys, kind of comes down to that play-by-play mentality. Get better, go out and compete.
Cody was tops in rushing last year, 7th in passing. They were number 2 on defense. Number 2 offense and the number 5 defense in the state, averaging 266 yards rushing and 133 yards passing. They've surpassed that on both sides already in the first half of this ball game. Unfortunately, 17 rushes, 15 passes, 32 plays for 374 yards, 228 on the ground, 146 in the air, 12 yards per play. Riverton would run 29 plays, 18 on the ground, 11 in the air. They would get 53 yards passing, 7 yards rushing, just only 60 yards in the first half. Wolverines 1 penalty for 5 yards. Cody 4 penalties for 43 yards and 1 turnover in the first half. That would be the Luke Talich pick that he was picked off by Nick McIntosh in the ball game. For the Wolverines, Derek DeVries 8 of 11, 53 yards. Nick McIntosh 3 catches for 30 yards. Ty Sheets has 2 for 14. Vincent 1 for 8. Branson Saltzgaber 1 for 3. Dominic Payne 1 for -2. For the rushing attack, Dominic Payne, unfortunately, 5 carries, -7 yards. Ty Sheets, leading rusher with 1 carry, 11 yards. And Derek DeVries, 11 carries, 4 yards. He's been sacked big a couple of times, -10, -16. in the ball game. That is the Wolverines, pretty much their output offensively here in the first half. For the Cody Bronx, 374 yards. They would see Luke Talich run 4 times for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns. Not bad for the quarterback, who also was 7 of 10 and had a slew of yards, 146 between he and Maddox Ball. Maddox Ball was 3 of 5, and he was accounted for 32 yards. So the 130 roughly for Luke Talich, throwing in the first half, 103 rushing as well. Wilkins Rudakovic, 5 catches, 71 yards. Broussard, Ball, Thomason, actually Phillips had the other catch, the touchdown catch.
Yeah, and two of the, would you say that Talich had ran it 4 times?
Yeah, 4 times, 103 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I think we tackled him twice on those 4 carries.
Right.
They're like I said, they're a solid team. For us, our passing, the percentages are good. To have 1 penalty and no turnovers in the first half. Those are some positives that you do. You asked what you build on. That's it right there. And what I did like about our passing game, we're doing it on time. When we don't do it on time, we try to extend the play.